One thing the House of Kayali Fragrances does well is the season of spring, and I have 5 fragrances that we're going to talk about that are just giving me the spring mood from this house. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. These and we're here. Yes, we're doing the best Kayali scents for spring 2025. It's a mix of the older ones as well as some of the new, and some you might be like, I wouldn't have thought to put that in the springtime, but let's get on into it. Lipstick of the day today, everyone. I am wearing MAC Mare lipstick, and oldie but goodie. Is a mauvey pinky kind of color, kind of my lip but better situation. Love this one. As always, everything on my face and everything I discuss fragrance wise will be in the description box below, so you do not have to ask questions about it. Next up, we have fragrance of the day, and I'm in my rose era, of course. I'm in my floral era, and this is from the house of Creed, and this is Creed's Carmina. I've already done a full dedicated review on this scent, but just know this one is for the peony and the rose girls, and a little bit of incense and some black cherry too. But I'm enjoying this one for spring because it just makes me happy and it has a little oomph to it. So that again is Creed's Carmina for the fragrance of the day. And now let's get into these Kayali scents for spring. We're gonna go ahead and start off with the fragrance that inspired this entire video, and that is the newest release from the house of Kayali, and this is Fleur Majesty Rose Royale number 31. This one literally just came out for springtime. Thank you to the team for sending this over to me. But you all, Fleur Majesty Rose Royale, they released this one for the floral people, for the floral girls, and for those that are in the mood for springtime fragrances and events for sure. So let's get all the way into the notes of Fleur Majesty, you all. Mandarin, we have orange, we have juicy pear, and then we have sweet peach in here. Then you all, in the middle we have magnolia, white peony, rose centifolia, and then we also have violet wood. And then in the dry down we have vetiver, Kayali signature accord, amberfix, ambrox, and we have super vanilla, praline, and musk. When you see the imagery and everything about this scent, you're like, oh, okay, rose garden, florals, kind of giving me royal garden, tea party situation. But when you really get into the notes of this scent, yes, rose is the star, but also there are a lot of fruity notes in this one too that are happy and uplifting and go well with the florals. So for me, the pear note. The pear note sticks out just as much as the rose does. And then to me, there's a powderiness to this, a powdery dry down, and then over time as you wear this scent, it goes musky. So this is for the people that want something, yes, floral, but you also want some fruits in it to kind of help round out the florals. So you're like, oh, wait a minute, I don't want my allergies to act up. This one to me is a good blend of both. Again, you gotta like pear and you gotta like rose for this one too. I get a little bit of the violet wood as well, but it's not heavy. But most importantly, this one is 100% a spring scent. This one smells like, okay, I need to put on a sundress and we're going to brunch somewhere. That's literally what this smells like. And we're gonna do all the girly things. We're gonna frolic, we're gonna dilly-dally, we're gonna do all of that. That's what we're doing. But yes, Fleur Majesty Rose Royale was the inspiration for this video. Enjoying this new release from Kayali because it's right on time for this year, and it is springtime 2025. Next up, I told you all this one would be amazing in the springtime in its dedicated review, and I'm definitely standing strong on that, you all. We have the last release that came out right before Fleur Majesty, and that is Yum Bougie Marshmallow. This right here is for the strawberry lovers, the powdered sugar lovers. This is for you. Let's get into the full note breakdown on this because there are a lot of notes in here. So y'all, we have pink lady apple, we have Italian lemon, freesia, nectarine blossom. Then now in the middle we have orange blossom water, pink marshmallow, and then we have strawberry and coconut flakes. Then in the dry down we have whipped vanilla, raspberry sugar, pink musk, ambrox, Kayali signature accord. So this is one, yes, there's a lot going on in here, but I'm gonna tell you what I get from it most importantly. Plus, by the way, the full dedicated review with comparisons and things is already up on the channel, but definitely check it out. But for me, y'all, this is for those that want a spring scent that is in the gourmand territory, but it's not so heavy and thick. This is light and airy, mainly being powdered sugar-esque is what this is. But I'm getting the strawberry, and I also get a little bit of that raspberry in here too. And cream. I get whipped cream in this as well. So this is for those that want it sweet, fluffy, and airy, but again, not too dense, not too thick. And that's why I say Yum Bougie Marshmallow is perfect for going into the warmer days because it's not gonna be too cloying and not gonna choke you out. This one is still fun, this one's still happy, super girly. And most importantly, I think it's just gonna be great for spring. And I'm enjoying wearing this one. It's been a favorite already in some of my roundups. But yeah, we're bringing her out for all of spring 2025. And this is Kayali's Yum Bougie Marshmallow number 81. Now we're gonna take it a little bit back for this one. This one is more of a deep track at this point with Kayali. This was one of the ones I remember that did get the buzz rolling. This was one that got me interested in this house years ago, but it's still a spring scent most importantly, and I still feel that way even with all the newer releases. This is one of the OG spring scents to me, and this is Kayali's Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper. The metallic pink bottle, all that. Yes, we had to bring her back out. We had to bring her back to the front. We sure did. So you all, with a Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper, number 25, as you know, you gotta say the number. So y'all, we have top notes of pink pepper, we have bergamot, we have royal lily, and saffron in here. Then in the middle, y'all, we have Bulgarian rose. We have rose centifolia, we have magnolia in here. We also have vanilla orchid, and then in the base, y'all, we have sandalwood, patchouli, sensual musk, and golden amber. But most importantly, what do I get from it? I'm gonna tell you right now. They were right to say pink pepper in the name because that pink pepper jumps out. So this one pulls more spicier to the nose. It's the pink pepper along with that saffron in here. But make no mistake, the roses in here are what are the star of the show, and they bring everything together. This is for those that want a floral scent, a rose scent, but you want to have a little bit of a kick, a little bit of an umph, maybe a little sassy. It's kind of how you feeling that day. That is what Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper is giving me for spring. She's a little feisty. I like that. She got some bite. And oh, by the way, Sweet Diamond hugs some fabric. And again, it's because of the fact it has saffron in here and there's patchouli in here. If you know anything about those two notes, they're gonna last and they're gonna hug on your skin. They're gonna hug on your fabric, and it's gonna leave a scent trail. This is actually one of the heavier scents from Kayali, because I know a lot of times people ask me that. They're like, what's some of the heavier scents and this, that, and the other? This is one of OGs, and it's heavy. Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper. I have to mind my spurs with this one, because if not, that pepper note, it can do a lot. So you gotta be ready for it. So again, this is for those that want the florals, but you want some spice with it too. That's why I highly recommend you all Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper for springtime, more so spring evenings. Yeah, more so spring evenings, because again, that pepper note in here don't play no games. Now this next one, this is just pure happiness in a bottle, and it's perfect for spring and all of the new beginnings and springtime events. You all, this is none other than Silk Santal, of course. And now I can talk about it more because again, it became permanent last year, last fall. So happy about that. I know a lot of y'all are too. Y'all told me, but yes, we can talk about it, y'all. Silk Santal, we don't have to hoard our juice. We don't. We can wear it, and most importantly, we can bathe in it for spring, because I know I will. So you all, with Silk Santal, we have sparkling champagne and white freesia and black currant in here. Then in the middle, we have lush nectarine, pink praline, jasmine, rose de messina, and orange blossom. And then in the base, y'all, we have sugared musk, sandalwood, oak moss, amber woods, and vanilla absolute. The main thing that sticks out in here though, that sparkling champagne note, that freesia, that praline. Heavy on that praline because it gives a little bit of a gourmandy, foodie touch, and it's sweet. And of course you got that sugary vanilla that Kayali is known for. This is so bright and happy and floral, but then there's also kind of a creaminess to this, in my opinion. That's what I've always gotten from it. And that's why we wanted this scent to be made permanent, because you all remember it came out limited edition back in 2023. It's a part of the wedding collection. And I remember receiving it back then. I was like, oh, this is nice. And then we kept wearing it. It was like, no, this is really, really good. This is one of those scents that, you know, a lot of times we talk about scents can be like, oh, people only wearing it because it's hyped up, because it just came out. We kept wearing Silk Santal, like beyond when it first came out. It was 6 months later, a year later, we were still talking about Silk Santal, which is why it is now permanent, because this was good juice. It wasn't just hype. This was amazing, and most importantly, this is excellent for springtime. As noted, of course, this was a part of the wedding collection, so absolutely wear this to a spring wedding for sure, because we are definitely in that season. I know I got one to go to next month, but yes, Kayali's Silk Santal, the wedding, beautiful for your spring events, perfect for outdoors, especially warm days, dresses. Yeah, I love this one. And the last one we're gonna talk about, we haven't talked about her in a minute, but then I smelled her recently and I was like, yeah, we gotta pull her out for the spring, y'all. And this is Eden Sparkling Lychee number 39. We forgot about her, but we gotta bring her back to the front because it's her time to shine. For those that like it bubbly, sparkly, and fizzy, this is for you. So with Eden Sparkling Lychee, y'all, we have black currant, sparkling lychee, Italian lemon, and red apple in here. Then in the middle, we have rose de messina, candied violet, jasmine sandbag. And then you all in the base, we have sugared amber. We also have cedarwood, musk, vanilla absolute, and sandalwood. Let me tell y'all this, the black currant for sure. The lychee absolutely sticks out. It is the star of the show. That is why it is in the name. This one is like fruity. This one is heavy on the fruity. Yes, there are some florals listed in here. I don't really get that. This is about the fruits. So the black currant, sparkling lychee, that's what we're getting in this one. And also you get the effervescentness, kind of like carbonated water. That's what this smells like. It's like a good spritzer on a hot day. This one goes great for your warmer spring days. Think once we get past the 70s, we're starting to lean into them 80s and things. This is the one. So come like late April going into May, that's the type of spring days and weather I'm thinking about for this one. Again, for my fruity and fizzy ladies or guys, that's who this one is for. It's kind of sweet, but not too sweet. It's just fun in the sun. It's just fun in the sun. This smells like Memorial Day weekend to me. Yeah. But alas, you all, Eden Sparkling Lychee number 39 rounds out this list for spring scents. So all right, everyone, that wraps up my picks for Kayali for springtime. Of course, Kayali has a ton of other fragrances and things, but for me, for spring 2025, these were the ones that are like, oh no, we need to wear these for spring 2025. I cannot recommend these enough. Again, some new, some old, but most importantly, they just fit the season. They just do to me. So let me know what you think about my list. Also, let me know which Kayali fragrances you will be pulling out for this spring. And have you smelled the new Fleur Majesty? How do you feel about it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Let me know in the comments below. Of course, I'll do a dedicated review on it coming soon. Y'all know. But yes, let me know what we think. And yeah, I will read your comments and respond when I can. But until next time, elves, I will catch y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all.